And we're gonna continue that as previously established, so
Yeah.
I will introduce resolution 2020-05, a resolution to, continue resolution 97-03, establishing the sick time and vacation policy.
Second.
Okay, Mr. Stubbs,
Yes.
Mr. Skapiak,
Yes.
Mr. Reddick,
Yes.
and that one passes. Motion needed to renew resolution 2014-12, which says that all monies received will be properly deposited into the designated depository within 3 business days of receipt.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Oh, that's a motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Sometimes I just copy paste my way down through the list. The next is a motion needed to renew resolution 2014-13, which authorizes the fiscal officer to create blanket purchase orders as necessary and to expire on December 31st of the current budget year.
So moved.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, then the next one is a resolution to authorize the fiscal officer to continue the direct deposit payroll and electronic fund transfers for payroll withholding First National Bank.
Motion to approve 2020-06 resolution.
I will second.
Okay. Mr. Stubbs?
Yes.
Mr. Skapiak?
Yes.
And Mr. Reddick.
Yes.
And that is it. Any questions on anything?
I have one issue. Well, I didn't speak. I emailed Jake briefly about it, but I thought it'd be easier to talk in person about it. I am unable to attend meetings on Monday at 5 p.m. I can do any day of the week as long as it's not the first and third Mondays of my council meetings or the fourth Wednesday of every month. I can do any day you want. I just can't make it 5 o'clock. If we could move the meeting time to 6:30, 6 o'clock, 6 would be pushing it for me. 6:30 would be amazing. Any day of the entire month, I am able to make it, other than the first and third Mondays because of my council meetings and my planning commission meeting on the fourth Wednesday of every month. Is there any way that we could be able to accommodate that on any given day that you guys would be available?
I teach numerous days for the township.
Okay.
We have meetings, but ours generally start at 6. So these at 5 work really great for me.
I definitely understand that. And like I said, I
I
can
have
do any,
planned the rest of my life
I can
around
do any
this.
day of the month. So, I mean, there's only 3 days I can't do. That leaves 28 other days in the month that are available. Any day would work for me.
I mean, it's kind of a big ask, because he comes straight from work, I go straight to the township meeting, she comes straight
It doesn't
here.
have to be on Mondays. It can be any day.
Well, correct, except, okay, but still, it's a big ask to change everyone in this room's schedule.
I mean, I knew before when they asked me to be on the board, I asked what the meeting date and time was, and that was known up front. Did you not know that?
I did know that. I'm on city council. I'm representing the city as our entity. It's a split entity between the township and the city.
I mean, the
And
meeting's
I'm just
only
trying to
one-
make it a common, I
It's
work
only
a
once,
full-time
it's
job.
only once a month. I understand that, but most companies, if you're doing some sort of public service event or whatever, they will excuse you early to attend that. So does your company not do that?
No, they do not.
What company do you work
For
for?
town properties.
Wow. They're really community minded, aren't they?
They are.
Who's the president of that company?
His name would be Bob Walkie.
How do you spell the last name?
Wahkle.
Interesting.
I mean, it really is it's a big ask, and I emailed you that, and I know Kelly called Lori, and she had at least had the same conversation. I'm not sure why the city didn't send someone who could make the already agreed upon meeting times. The meetings were set up this way, from what I've been told from years ago. It was set up so the city person could go to their meetings, and then you guys changed your schedule, and then they had work sessions, so this is the date, I mean, this is the day that's been the meeting for,
We move meeting times all the time.
we've never.
I think this is a very simple request. There's 28 available days.
I mean, but you're inconveniencing the rest
My
of the.
mother has
everybody
dementia,
else.
lives with me, and
It's
so
not just a.
it's very difficult for me to arrange the schedules that to rearrange those things. Right now, I have a sitter who comes while I'm at work, and she stays all day with my mother. And so when I'm here, it's just an extension. I have no one to come back. If it's later in the evening, I have no one to come back. And then I have to rearrange the teaching schedules, I have to rearrange the police meeting schedules, I have to rearrange the things.
Do you teach in the evenings, Lori?
Yes, I do. I teach a FEMA disaster preparedness course twice a year. Those are out at the township. I've done that for
As long as I
15
know.
years. So those are established.
I definitely
I've signed up
understand
for
that.
courses that I take. Last year, all year, I was taking college classes.
I'm
I
just
do
asking
that.
for 1 day a month. It's 12 days of the year.
Correct, it is, that's exactly right, it's
12
12 days of the year.
Not only that, but in Mark's case, Mark stays here because the meeting's at 5 o'clock.
Uh-huh.
If
So
we
he
move
would-
it to later in the afternoon, he'll have to go home and then come back again. So that's inconveniencing him for that meeting.
If-
I think it's unreasonable to come to this organization and expect us to change the meeting to accommodate you.
I'm asking very respectfully, and this is a joint entity between the township and the city.
I understand
And that's
that.
something that we both would need to be able to attend a meeting for.
I understand that, but again, it was well known in advance.
Well,
So
as-
I would suggest you go back to your employer and say, look, I have a requirement that I would like to attend this meeting once a
I
month.
appreciate your suggestion.
And will you do that?
I have already told you that I'm not able to leave work. I have a full-time job that I work during the day, and I can't attend at 5 o'clock.
Well, you
I
didn't-
struggled
you
to
didn't-
make it today.
You didn't make it on time today, but before you got here, we already passed a motion to
Right.
approve the meeting times for 5 o'clock on the second Monday of the month.
Well, that's terrific. I would like
We
to make a
didn't-
motion to move the meeting time to any of the available 28 days of the month, other than the first and third Mondays of every month, and the fourth Wednesday of every month, to any available day that you guys would be able to accommodate.
Okay.
I'm not gonna second
I'm
it,
not gonna second that.
so it goes down.
That is fine. I think I'm making a very reasonable,
I don't think you
reasonable
are at all.
request.
This.
I think that's
I've
very
talked-
unreasonable to expect 4 people to change their plans just to accommodate you.
And there's also 5 or 6 of you guys that are able,
5 of us now.
plus the mayor, right?
Yeah, plus the mayor.
So, I mean, the meeting times have been established. That we've emailed, talked to Kelly, we've talked to Judy. I
That's
mean,
terrific. You guys don't get an option to choose who you can choose off of council to be on
No,
the cemetery
correct.
board.
We don't get to choose, but the meeting time's already established. So in theory, the city would send somebody who is able to make those meetings.
We move meetings around for people all the time. We move them for different trustees at different meetings. We've moved multiple different meetings for different people over the years. I'm very aware that that's happened, and I'm not asking for that much.
I have no further business, so I'd ask to make a motion to close the meeting.
I'll second it.